Hi ADHD friends, ready to become Gutsy Cooks? Let's start now. Hi Gutsy Cooks, today we're going to make blue cheese stuffed mushrooms. This is a 5-ingredient or less recipe. You can make it as an appetizer, which is what I typically do, or you can have it as a main dish with a side of brown rice or rice pilaf for a full meal. Any resistance I feel when going to make this recipe is really about cleaning the mushroom caps. But if you time yourself doing it, in essence, it really doesn't take that long to take a wet paper towel and wipe off a mushroom. So just do it. All right, let's get started. Gather your equipment, your ingredients, and yourself. The equipment and ingredients are up on the slide. This is a good time to pause and gather your equipment and ingredients. Or if you want to let it run and listen, sometimes I give tips and tricks along the way. I will read this out loud for our visually impaired friends. All right, you can use a baking dish, a pie plate, or an 8x8 square. I tend to use a pie plate because mushrooms are round and they sit nicely in the round dish. You'll need a medium mixing bowl, paper towels, a spatula for mixing, not the pancake turner kind, 2 teaspoons, which are just regular spoons out of your drawer, tongs, and a serving dish. If you have an oven-safe baking dish that you want to use that's pretty, you can also use that as your serving dish. 1 package of medium to large white mushrooms, depending on your purpose and how you want to make it. An 8-ounce container of blue cheese crumbles. 1/4 cup of butter. 1/4 cup of breadcrumbs. And 2 tablespoons of dried parsley. The parsley serves 2 purposes. It lifts the flavor of the dish because of the tart flavor of the blue cheese, as well as making it pretty. Get ready. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees. Then you're going to measure your breadcrumbs and your parsley into little bowls, so you're ready. Place the butter in a microwave-safe dish and melt the butter. To melt butter in the microwave, you're going to do it 1 minute at a time on 20% power. For most microwaves, this means pressing time cook, putting in your time, 1 minute, and then a power level of 2 or 20, depending on your microwave, and then you hit start. You continue that step until the butter is completely melted. Then you're going to wet and squeeze out some paper towels. Gently cleanse each mushroom cap and detach the stem. No one wants a mouthful of dirt, so please, you don't have to scrub hard, but you do want to get all visible dirt off the mushroom cap. Place those clean mushrooms in the baking dish. Combine. So here we are, ready to get started in the combine step. You're going to take that container of blue cheese, dump it into the mixing bowl, add your breadcrumbs and your melted butter. With the spatula, you're going to take that and mix it really well. Go ahead and count to 30 so that your mixture is really combined. You see I'm kind of pressing down, mushing the blue cheese a little bit, really getting in there and making sure it's very well combined because you want the breadcrumbs to absorb the butter and mix with the cheese so everything doesn't fall apart. And that's how you make your filling. Okay, it'll kind of see how it's coming together in a little ball, kind of like a dough ball. Then you're going to take your spoons, about half a spoon there. You see how you use 1 spoon to push off the rounded piece. See, I'm rounded. That's called rounding, what I'm doing there with the spoons. And then you press it gently onto the top of the mushroom. And just continue to do that until they're all finished. Mushrooms and blue cheese, it's not going to look perfect, but you can make it look a little pretty. See? Just make sure it's balanced on top there. Once you have them all filled, you're going to take that and place the dish in the oven to heat. Heat. Bake in the oven for 20 minutes. Set a timer, or 2 timers in case one gets canceled, for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I want you to check, and once the mushrooms are lightly brown on top, remove the dish from the oven. If that's 20 minutes, great. If not, you want to go ahead and set a timer for another 2 to 3 minutes and then check again. The reason I tell you to set a timer is because it's very easy to check, go on and do other things, and forget they're in there. Repeat that until they're lightly brown, but it should take about 20 minutes. Finish and serve. Remove the baking dish from the oven to a heat-safe surface and use tongs to place each mushroom on the serving dish or plate. The final step, and whether you're going to serve in the dish that you baked in or on plates, you're going to sprinkle it with that 2 tablespoons of parsley. It lifts the tart flavor with the blue cheese, kind of lifts it up, makes it feel fresh instead of so heavy. As you can see from that mushroom in the front there, these do melt. Sometimes they tip over, but that's okay. Once you get them on the plate and you're displaying them, they will be beautiful. Like that. Right there, you have a beautiful little appetizer of blue cheese stuffed mushrooms, decorated with your parsley. Great for an appetizer because you can just pop them in your mouth or serve with a vegetable or rice, a nice complex carbohydrate, whole grain, and you have a complete meal. All right, I hope you enjoyed this. They are tasty. Now go get gutsy. If you liked this recipe, please subscribe. Thank you for your time and attention. Now go get gutsy.